Hey, Thomas from Field Tennis. Today I want to share with you a few interesting things about the one-handed backhand grip. And we're not going to be so theoretical about where to put the V or what is the correct Eastern backhand grip. But I want to show you a few reasons, like logical reasons, why we hold the racket like that. What is the idea about the stable wrist, and why at first glance it might not be common sense. And I will show you the comparison between table tennis. So I'll play a bit of table tennis and I will show you how switching from forehand to backhand makes sense in table tennis, but when it comes to tennis there's a bit of a difference. If you played table tennis, then when you play forehand and you want to switch to backhand, you're going to flip your hand. So you will go from forehand to backhand and you will approach the ball when you're hitting it with the back of your hand. So when we hold a table tennis racket, I am mostly going with the back of my hand. So it's not vertically up, but it's something like this. So the sensation is that we flip the hand. We go from this way to this way. So if I play, super, u redu. So playing table tennis, forehand and backhand makes a lot of sense. You're hitting with this side of the racket. That's your forehand, the forward part of the hand. You come to backhand, that's your backhand. So you're just playing like this. Many times in table tennis it's quite a closed racket because the rubber is very sticky and we spin like this with a very closed racket. So the back of the hand is really towards the ball, like this. It's my back of the hand, so it's towards the ball. And then when I play forehand, it's like this. So again, oftentimes in table tennis, very closed racket. So I want to show you that when it comes to tennis, it's not like that. So if you have the table tennis logical idea, it makes sense, it's very logical, that we flip the hand and that we go with the back of the hand towards the ball. I want to show an example here. Let's say I want to move this goal, I want to push, or you can imagine a trolley in a supermarket that you're pushing it. So how would you push it naturally? You would either push it, if you just want to push it, you would push it like this or like this. So like this or like this, but you would not push it like this. You see, this is very awkward for the hand, you very quickly feel pain. So table tennis backhand style, trying to push something, is painful for the wrist. So the wrist would be like this, right? So how would I push this? I would push it this way, either this way, I feel my wrist very stable, or this way. And that is how a backhand is in tennis. So this way, this way. So the back of the hand in tennis is upwards. So now when you look at my backhand, you'll say, okay, that looks like a normal backhand, but there's a big difference compared to table tennis and compared to the mental image that you might have that we flip the hand from forehand to backhand, that we flip the hand, or that we go in some way with the back of the hand towards the ball. We cannot go because the racket is heavier in tennis and we have the swings and momentums, and that puts a lot of strain on the wrist, and of course the contact with the ball is much stronger and the wrist has to be stable. And in a table tennis position, table tennis backhand, the wrist is not stable enough for tennis. It's stable enough for very light table tennis ball, but for tennis this is painful and you're going to hurt yourself, and you need a way more stable wrist. And so the wrist is stable only in this position. So the back of the hand is up. So what I want to show you here is that in the same way as I can push this, I have a stable wrist this way, I feel strong, or this way. So this way or this way. In the same way, the hand changes from forehand to backhand in tennis, not by flipping, but simply by turning. This is forehand grip, and if I turn this way and I would just change a bit, this is backhand grip. So this is forehand and this is backhand, and not this is forehand and this is backhand. So it's not forehand, backhand, but forehand or backhand, forehand or backhand. So maybe you saw in my last video when I was talking about forehand grip and two-handed grip, and sometimes I demonstrated one-handed swing, and it might have confused you because you would expect me to do like this. That's not how it goes in tennis. The hand goes like this. The back of the hand is all the time pointing upwards. If I go in the backswing, it's pointing upwards. I'm hitting the ball, it's pointing upwards. So the back of the hand never goes towards the ball. So also in your mind's eye, you must not think that you flip this way, but so you don't flip the hand to back of the hand towards the ball, but this is forehand and this is backhand. This is backhand, this is forehand. So I want to show you also from this angle that you kind of picture a bit better. So this goal is quite heavy from iron, so if I want to push it, I would go like this or like this. If I want to push it or move it over there, that's the stable position of the hand. I can go like this or like this, but I definitely would not want to push this like this. So now you see, if I push it like this, that's very stable. I feel stable. That's the forehand grip. You see? Or I can push it this way. I also feel stable, strong. That's the backhand grip. So to summarize today's lesson, common sense tells you that forehand, when we hit the forehand, we approach the ball like this with the hand, and when we hit the backhand, we flip the hand, so we're going with the back of the hand. In fact, that's how the stroke is called, so it kind of makes you think that you go with the back of the hand towards the ball. In table tennis you do, but in tennis you do not, because the back of the hand is actually up. So we don't, in our mind's eye, we don't flip from this hand position to this hand position, but we actually flip this way and this way. So we're hitting this way forehand and this way backhand, because that allows us to hold the racket very stable and drive it through the contact point in a very controlled fashion. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Stay tuned for more field tennis videos.